LeBron James gearing up for another season in the association. Since being drafted first overall back in 2003, the King has signed 8 contracts, 2 of them forever known by a couple of words: the decision and the letter. After the Lakers won the 2020 championship, he signed a relatively quiet extension that tied him with the Lake Show through the end of the 23 season. As Sam Quinn points out for us on CBSSports.com, little was said about it at the time because things were going well in LA. Defending Finals MVP, re-upping, handpicked championship team, glamour market that rarely registers this as news. But things have changed since then, and things are never boring with LeBron James. By the way, LBJ becomes eligible for contract number 9 this week, and there is nothing quiet about it. We say good morning to our analyst, Avery Johnson. So, Avery, when we take a look at the contract extension that is eligible for LeBron James on Thursday, what stands out to you as we sort of near that day?
Well, what stands out is, LeBron James is going to have the attention of the entire NBA world. Whenever you talk about contract, LeBron James, who's eligible for an extension, that's just everybody's going to be on pins and needles, and especially Laker fans, because Laker fans want to know whether LeBron James is going to be in uniform for the next several years, or if he could potentially, depart LA and play with another team. And we've seen LeBron James obviously play for the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Miami Heat, and now the Los Angeles Lakers. So I think everybody's on eggshells right now, pins and needles, wanting to know what the future is going to be with LeBron James and whether his future is going to be in a Los Angeles Lakers uniform.
He's going to be 38 in December. He's made it known he wants to win rings, and he's already done it with 3 different franchises. All right, Avery, we're going to have some pros and cons on whether the Lakers should offer him a contract extension. Let's start with the reasons why they should give him that deal.
Well, the reason why they should is because that would all but guarantee that LeBron James would retire his NBA career as the Los Angeles Lakers in that Lakers uniform. And can you imagine LeBron James playing his last game, at Crypto Dot Arena and going off into the sunset, playing for the Lakers as his last team? It could be similar to what they did with Kobe Bryant, where they gave Kobe Bryant that big contract at the end of his career. Now, it doesn't ensure a championship, but for the most part, when healthy, every night you're going to get the best out of LeBron James. And basically, that sells tickets. That keeps the TV ratings high. So again, it would almost definitely ensure that LeBron James would retire a Laker if the Lakers have an opportunity to sign him to this contract extension.
We're taking a look at LeBron and the Lakers with and without him this past season. Of course, it was a season to forget in Los Angeles. If we're playing sort of devil's advocate or just taking a look at the other side, Avery, reasons why the Lakers should not offer the King this deal.
Yeah, and this is the side that I prefer, because LeBron James, he's already a billionaire, so he doesn't necessarily need the money. I think LeBron James wants to win at least one more championship, and because he wants to win another championship, this would give the Lakers far more flexibility. This would give LeBron James more opportunities to sign other players in the summer of 2023, which is a heck of a free agent summer, because you have players that are unrestricted free agents, restricted free agents, and players that have player options. Guys like Kyrie Irving, Draymond Green, if he doesn't get an extension. You have some guys that are restricted free agents like Tyler Hero, Middleton has a player option. So there's so far more possibilities for LeBron James to really hit the reset button and craft a championship caliber team in the summer of next year if he doesn't get a contract extension with the Lakers.
All right. What about Carmelo Anthony? You think he kind of fits in a piece there, or do you think Melo's got a place, especially perhaps back in LA?
Yeah, I think Carmelo at this stage of his career, you're not asking him to be a starter. You're asking him to basically play 12 to 18 minutes a game. On nights where he gets it going, with his one-on-one, he could be effective in short stretches. But again, if you don't have to overuse Carmelo Anthony at this stage of his career, sure, sign him to a minimum contract. He's a great locker room guy, veteran guy. He and LeBron James obviously have a great affection for one another. They're really close friends. But again, if you have to start Carmelo Anthony and play him 36 minutes a game, that's probably some diminishing returns at this stage of his career. But if you can sign him on a minimum contract and play him, as a 9th or 10th man at this stage of his career, then I think that's going to be a positive.
Avery, before I let you go, it's 2 questions, but it's a combo question, okay? So what are the challenges for Darvin Ham coming up this season, and ultimately, where do you rank the Lakers? And let's just keep it Lakers in the West.
Yeah, Lakers in the West, I still don't really see this team any more than a play-in team. Darvin Ham, sure, he'll come in and try to implement a better defensive structure. Talked about wanting Westbrook to get back to playing, top-level defense and play his game and not rely on just shooting 3-point shots to prove that he has a 3. But again, this team, even with Anthony Davis healthy and playing at a high level, the West is too deep. Those top 6 teams, I don't see the Lakers moving in ahead of any of those teams. So again, play-in team at best. Wouldn't be surprised if they don't make the playoffs at all.
All right. Avery Johnson breaking it down. Of course, we'll have all eyes on LeBron James and Thursday on the horizon. Coach, certainly appreciate it as always. Lakers the past 10 seasons, you see the coaches that have been on board out at the Forum/Staples/
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.